Hello everyone. Let us continue our discussion about the combination circuits. In this video, we are going to discuss about the data handling combination circuits, that is encoders and decoders. Encoders and decoders are the combinational logic circuits which are used to convert data from one form to another form. Binary code of n digits can be used to store 2 raised to n distinct elements of coded information. This is what encoders and decoders are used for. So they are used for converting the data from one format to another format. The encoders converts the 2 raised to n lines of input into a code of n bits, and the decoders decodes the n bits into 2 raised to n lines. Encoders converts the familiar numbers or symbols into coded information, coded format, and the decoders decodes this coded information. Encoders and decoders play an essential role in digital electronics projects. They are frequently used in communication systems such as telecommunication, networking, etc. to transfer the data from one end to the other end. Encoders are used to translate the rotary or linear motion, that is the mechanical movement, into a digital signal. Okay, so they are used to translate the data in one format to another format. So this is for the purpose of monitoring or controlling the motion parameters such as speed, rate, direction, distance, or position. So the linear motion is converted into a digital signal for identifying the speed, rate, direction, distance, or position. So the various applications of these encoders and decoders are speed synchronization of multiple motors in industries, Warfield flying robot with a night vision flying camera, robotic vehicle with the metal detector, RF-based home automation system, automatic health monitoring systems. Now let's look into this decoders in detail. A decoder has n inputs and 2 raised to n outputs. A decoder selects one of the 2 raised to n outputs by decoding the binary value on the input lines. It is also called as n to m decoder, where n is the input lines and m is the output lines. And this m should be less than or equal to 2 raised to m. Okay, so this decoders can also be called as n to m decoder, where n is the number of input lines and m is the output lines. The m should be less than or equal to 2 raised to m. The decoder generates all of the min terms of the n input variables. Exactly one output will be active for each combination of the inputs. And we can have two types of decoders, active high decoders and active low decoders. Now let's look into the various types of decoders. First, let us look into the smallest possible decoder, that is the 1 to 2 line decoder. So here the n is 1 and m is 2. That is, n means the number of input variables, right? So one input with two output lines. Okay, 1 to 2 line decoder. So the 1 to 2 line binary decoder consists of one input, say A, and two outputs, A and A bar. It works similar to an inverter, that is the NOT gate. Okay, so we are having the input as A. The A can have either of these two values, 0 or 1. Okay, so if the value of A is 0, then the D0 is activated. If the A value is 1, then D1 is activated. So we can form the Boolean expression for the term D0. D0 is equal to A complement. D1 is equal to A. Okay. So now let's draw the logic diagram. We are having only two output variables, A and A bar. Okay. And with one input variable A. Okay, So the D0, the value of D0 is A bar and the value of D1 is A. Okay, so this is the smallest possible decoder, the 1 to 2 line decoder, one input with two outputs. Now let's look into 2 to 4 line decoder, which consists of two inputs A and B and four outputs, namely D0, D1, D2 and D3. Okay. So the truth table explains the operations of a decoder. This is an active high 2 to 4 line decoder because the each of this input is active high for a specific combination of inputs. Okay, so for the combination 0 0, the line D0 is actively high. Okay, for the combination 0 1, D1 is actively high, 1 0, D2, and for the combination 1 1, D3 is actively high. Okay, so this shows that each output is 1 for only a specific combination of inputs. Okay, now let's draw the logic diagram for this 2 to 4 line decoder. As we said, we'll be having two inputs A and B. So this D0 is active high when both the inputs A and B are in low state. That is, the corresponding equation for D0 is A bar B bar. Okay, so we are taking an AND gate to implement that A bar B bar. So using two inverters and an AND gate, we can implement D0 as A bar B bar. Fine. Now for the output D1, the combination is 0 1, so the corresponding min term is A bar B. Similarly, for D2, it is A B bar, and for the D3, the min term is A into B. Okay, so using this four AND gates, we can draw the corresponding logic diagram for the 2 to 4 line decoders. Okay, so since we are having four output lines, we need to have four AND gates. Okay, we are having only two input lines, two input lines with four output lines. Okay, so this is the 2 to 4 line active high decoder. Now let's look into the active low 2 to 4 line decoder. The only difference is that here the output is 0 for the specific combination of inputs. Okay, so it is active low for the combination of inputs. Okay, so the combination 0 0, the D0 is 0. For the combination 1 0, the D2 is 0. For the combination 1 1, D3 is 0, right? Okay, so this is the truth table for the active low 2 to 4 line decoder. Okay, in the case of active high 2 to 4 line decoder, we are making use of four AND gates for representing the logic diagram. So here in the case of active low, we are making use of four NAND gates. Four NAND gates are used for generating the outputs. Okay, so four NAND gates are used for generating the outputs. Okay, so we are having two input lines and four output lines. Okay, this is the case of active low 2 to 4 line decoder. Can have a decoder with an enable pin also. Okay, so when this enable pin is high, only then the input values will be considered. If the value of enable pin is 0, whatever be the input value, it won't consider. Okay, so the output will be 0. Right, in all the through all the output lines, it generates the value 0. Okay, so only if the enable pin is active, that is if it is 1, then only it considers the input combinations. Okay, so this enable pin acts as a control pin. Okay, now let's look into the 3 to 8 line decoder. Here, as we know, we'll be having 3 inputs with 8 outputs. Okay, let the 3 inputs are X, Y, Z, fine, and the 8 outputs are D0, D1, D2, etc. up to D7. Okay, so based on these 3 inputs, one of the 8 output is selected, and so it is also called as one of 8 decoder. Okay, so among these 8 output lines, only one output will be activated based on this input combination. Okay, so it is also called as 1 of 8 decoder. Okay, this 3 to 8 line decoder can also be called as binary to octal decoder. Binary to octal decoder. Okay. Now let's look into the truth table of this 3 to 8 line decoder. Since we are having 3 inputs, we'll be having 8 different combinations. 8 different input combinations are possible. Okay, so for the combination 0, 0, 0, the output line D0 will be 1. Okay, then for the combination 0, 0, 1, D1 will be 1. Similarly, for the case of 1, 1, 0, the D6 will be 1. For the combination 111, D7 will be 1. Okay, so this is an active high 3 to 8 line decoder. Okay, so one of the output line is active for each of the specific input combination. Fine. Now let's find out the equation for, or the logic expression for the output line D0. The D0 is equal to X bar, Y bar, Z bar. D1 is equal to X bar, Y bar, Z. D2 is equal to X bar, Y, Z bar. Similarly, D7 is equal to X, Y, Z. Okay, now we know the logic expressions for all the output lines D0 through D7. Now let's draw the logic diagram. We'll be having 3 input lines X, Y, Z. Then using this 8 AND gates, we can implement the 8 output lines, right? So D0 is equal to X bar, Y bar, Z bar. Similarly, D7 is equal to X, Y, Z. So make use of this 8 AND gates to generate 8 different minterms, 8 different output lines. Okay, so that's about the 3 to 8 active high decoder. Now let's look into 4 to 16 decoder. This circuit consists of 4 inputs with 16 outputs. Okay, 4 inputs with 16 outputs. E, A, B, C. These are the input lines. Y0 through Y15 are the output lines. Fine. As we said, only one output will be high at a given time and all other outputs are low. So that is the case of active high 4 to 16 decoder. Okay, if it is an active high decoder, then the gate we are using is AND gate. If you are using active low decoder circuits, then the logic circuit required NAND gates. Okay, so if you are using minterms, that means only one output will be high at a time and all other outputs will be low. Okay. That's the case of 4 to 16 decoder. So we need 16 different AND gates to implement 16 output lines. Okay. The higher combination decoder circuits can be obtained by adding 2 or more lower combinational circuits. Okay. So using lower combinational circuits, we can generate higher combination decoder circuit. Fine. This 4 to 16 decoder circuit can be obtained from 2 3 to 8 decoder circuits or 3 2 to 4 decoder circuits. Okay. When 2 3 to 8 decoder circuits are combined, the enable pin acts as one of the input for both of the decoders. Okay. So here we are having 2 decoders, right? So this enable pin act as one of the input for both of these decoders. When enable pin is high at one of the 3 to 8 decoder circuit, then it is low at the second 3 to 8 decoder circuit. As we said, using two 3 to 8 decoder circuits, we can implement a 4 to 16 decoder circuit. Okay, so here the 4 inputs are A, B, C, and the fourth input is E. E is the enable pin. E acts as one of the input to the 3 to 8 decoder. Okay, so this E is high for one of the decoder and is low for the another second decoder. Okay, so the first decoder generates 8 output lines and From the second decoder, it generates the next 8 output lines. So we'll be getting a total of 16 output lines. Okay, so the output lines are Y0 through Y15. Okay, we are having 4 input lines. What are they? A, B, C along with the enable pin E. Okay, so 4 input lines and 16 output lines. So using 2 3 to 8 decoder, we can implement a 4 to 16 decoder circuit. Okay. So using lower combinational circuits, we can implement higher combination decoder circuits. Now we discussed about N to M decoders, that is 1 to 2 decoder, 2 to 4 line decoder, 3 to 8 line decoder, 4 to 16 line decoder. Fine. Now let's discuss about special types of decoders. BCD to 7 segment decoder. BCD to 7 segment decoder consists of 4 inputs ABCD and 7 valid outputs ABCD, E, F and G. This output is given to a 7 segment LED display. This 7 segment LED display is nothing but an electronic device which consists of 7 light emitting diodes, 7 LEDs arranged in some definite pattern which displays the decimal number depending upon the inputs. Okay, so depending upon the inputs, it displays the decimal number. Okay, so to display the decimal number 0, only the LED G need to be inactive. All the other 6 LEDs should be active, right? Then for displaying the number 1, B and C will be having the value 1. All the other LEDs will be having the value 0. Okay, so for the combination 0 0 0 1, that is to display the number 1, B and C, that two output lines will be active high and all the other output lines will be having the value 0. Okay, then for displaying the number 2, A, B, G, E and D will be having the value 1. F and C will be having the value 0. Okay, then to display the number 3, A, B, G, C, D, right? All this will be having the value 1. F and E will be having the value 0. Similarly, using the different input combinations, we can display the decimal number. Okay, so that is the case of BCD to 7 segment decoder. So it consists of 4 input lines with 7 output lines. Okay. Now let's discuss about BCD to decimal decoder. BCD to decimal decoder, which can also be called as 4 to 10 line decoder. That means it consists of 4 inputs with 10 output lines. Okay, 4 inputs with 10 output lines. So it can also be called as 1 of 10 decoder. Or so this BCD to decimal decoder can be called as 1 of 10 decoder or as 4 of 4 to 10 line decoder. Fine. So a BCD code is applied to the four inputs, which results in a high level at the selected one of the 10 decimal decoded outputs. Okay. Since we are having 4 input lines, we know that with the help of this 4 input lines, we can have 16 different combinations. But in the case of BCD code, we'll be having only 10 different combinations. That is, the combination from 00002 to 1001 is valid in the BCD code. The remaining 6 codes are invalid in the BCD. Okay, so in BCD we'll be having only 10 different combinations. Okay, 10 different input combinations are there. That is why this truth table consists of only 10 rows, 10 different input combinations. The remaining 6 combinations are invalid in BCD. So we are not including that one in our truth table. Fine. So for the combination 0010, the D2 will be having the value 1. Okay, for the combination 1001, then the decimal, the output line D9 will be having the value 1. Okay. So this is the case of active high BCD to decimal decoder. So since we are having 10 output lines, we can implement this using 10 AND gates. Okay. Now let's look into active low BCD to decimal decoder. The only difference is that the value will be 0 for each specific combination. Okay, so for the combination 0000, D0 will be having the value 0. Okay, also when you look at this block diagram, here we are having a bubble. So at the output line we are having a bubble which shows that it is an active low decoder. Okay, so this bubble at the output line shows that it is an active low decoder. Okay, since it is an active low decoder, instead of AND gate we need to make use of NAND gate. Okay, so we need to make use of NAND gate. So that is the difference, major difference between active low and active high. In the case of active low, the block diagram consists of a bubble at the output line. In the truth table, the value will be active low for a specific input combination. And in the logic diagram, instead of AND gates, we need to make use of NAND gates. Okay. Okay, so far we discussed about various types of decoders. Now let's look into how to implement a Boolean function using these decoders. Any combinational circuit can be constructed using decoders and OR gates. Now let's look at an example. We are going to implement a full adder circuit with a decoder and two OR gates. So our aim is to implement a full adder circuit using decoder. Okay, we are going to implement this full adder using decoder. Okay, we know that the full adder consists of two output lines. What are they? The sum and the carry. Sum is equal to A exclusive or B exclusive OC. That is the minterms 1, 2, 4 and 7. The minterms 1, 2, 4 and 7 is actively high. And for the carry, the minterms 3, 5, 6, 7 are active high. Okay. So the minterms 1, 2, 4, 7 is active high for the sum, and the minterms 3, 5, 6, 7 is active for the carry output. Okay, so since there are three outputs, we are having a total of 8 minterms. So we need to have 3 to 8 decoder. Okay, so first we need to identify the type of the decoder. So here we are having three input lines, right? So we'll be having 8 different combinations. 8 different output lines will be there from the 3 input lines. So we are taking a 3 to 8 decoder for implementing a full adder circuit. So this sum is equal to the minterms 1, 2, 4, 7. So we are having 3 input lines, namely ABC, and 8 output lines, namely 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Fine. So to implement the sum term, we are adding the minterms, or we are connecting the minterms 1, 2, 4 and 7 to the OR gate. Okay, so we are connecting the minterms 1, 2, 4 and 7. Okay, so using this OR gate, we generated the sum value. Okay, similarly for the carry, we are connecting the minterms 3, 5, 6 and 7. Okay, so using a decoder and two OR gates, we can implement a full adder. Similarly, we can implement any Boolean function using decoders. Okay, so far we discussed about the decoders and its various types, right? Now let's move on with the discussion about the encoders. Encoder is a combinational circuit which converts familiar numbers or symbols into coded format. It consists of 2 raised to n input lines and n output lines. An encoder has a number of input lines, only one of which is activated at a given time and produces an n-bit output code depending on the input on which input is activated. That is, the encoder performs the inverse operation of a decoder. Now let's discuss about the various types of encoders. Here we are going to discuss about 8 to 3 encoder, that is octal to binary encoder. Okay, so here we are having 8 input lines with 3 output lines. Okay, so it accepts 8 input lines and produces a 3-bit binary number. So it is an octal to binary conversion is going to happen here with the help of this 8 to 3 decoder. So 8 input lines, it produces a 3-bit output code. Let's look into this truth table of this 8 to 3 encoder. So as we said, we'll be having 8 input lines with 3 output lines. Okay, so if Y0 is active, then it represents the combination 0, 0, 0. If Y1 is active, then it represents the combination 0, 0, 1. Okay, if Y2 is active, A1 will be active. If Y3 is active, then it represents the combination 0, 1, 1. The corresponding decimal number 1, 1, that is the 3 value, right? Then Y4, 1, 0, 0. Y5, 1, 0, 1. Y6, 1, 1, 0. Y7, 1, 1. Okay, so from this truth table, we need to find out the Boolean expression for each output lines. Okay, when we look into this A0, we can see that this A0 is active high when Y1 is having the value 1, then Y3, Y5 and Y7. So A0 is equal to Y1 plus Y3 plus Y5 plus Y7. Similarly, A1 is equal to Y2 plus Y3 plus Y6 plus Y7. Similarly, A2 is equal to Y4 plus Y5 plus Y6 plus Y7. So now we know the Boolean expression for all the output lines A0, A1 and A2. Okay, when we look into this, we can see that Y0 is not present in any of the expression. We are having Y7, Y6, Y5, Y4, Y3, Y2, Y1. But this Y0 is not present in any of this expression. So Y0 is a don't care condition. Okay, now we know the Boolean expression for the 3 output lines A2, A1 and A0. Okay, fine. Now let's draw the logic diagram for this 8 to 3 encoder. So logic diagram consists of OR gates. Okay, so here for implementing this A2, we are taking one OR gate. Okay, so to the A2, the input lines are Y7, Y6, Y5, Y4, right? So using an OR gate, we can implement the A2, similarly A1 and A0. We can make use of 3 OR gates to generate these 3 output lines. Okay. So let's look into decimal to BCD encoder. This decimal to BCD encoder consists of 10 input lines with 4 output lines. So it can also be called as 10 to 4 encoder. 10 to 4 encoder. It is just the inverse of the 4 to 10 decoder. Okay, here each input line corresponds to each of the decimal digit and 4 outputs corresponds to the BCD code. So this encoder accepts the decoded decimal data as an input and it generates the BCD number. So here we are giving the decimal number as the input, it generates the BCD number as the output. Okay, so from one code it is converted to another format. Let's look into the truth table of this decimal to BCD encoder. As we said, which consists of 10 different inputs with 4 outputs. Okay, so when y0 is equal to 1, it represents the 0000 combination. If y1 is equal to 1, it represents 0001 combination. If y2 is equal to 1, it represents 0010 combination. Similarly, we can fill the truth table. Okay, from the truth table, we can find out the corresponding Boolean expression for the outputs A0, A1, A2, and A3. A3 is equal to y8 plus y7. A3 is active high only for two combinations when y8 is equal to 1 and y9 is equal to 1, right? So A3 is equal to y8 plus y9. Fine. Similarly, A2 is equal to y4 plus y5 plus y6 plus y7. A1 is equal to y2 plus y3 plus y6 plus y7. Similarly, A0 is equal to y1 plus y3 plus y5 plus y7 plus y9. Okay, now we know the Boolean expression for all the 4 outputs. Now let's draw the corresponding logic diagram. With the help of 4 OR gates, we can implement this 4 output lines. Okay, so to implement this A3, we are taking one OR gate with the inputs Y9 and Y8. Similarly, using 4 OR gates, we can implement 4 output lines of this decimal to BCD encoder. If you are using normal encoders, then there occurs an ambiguity when all outputs of an encoder are equal to 0. If all the outputs are equal to 0, then there occurs a confusion, there occurs an ambiguity, right? So it is one of the drawback of this normal encoder. Then if more than one input combination is active high, then the encoder produces an output which may not be the correct code. Okay, so to overcome these difficulties of these normal encoders, priorities are assigned to each input of the encoder. Okay, so we are going to assign priorities to the input of the encoder. So let's discuss about the priority encoders. In some systems, 2 or more decimal inputs may accidentally become high at the same time. That is one of the disadvantage of this normal encoders. 2 or more decimal inputs may accidentally become high at the same time. So to overcome that issue, we are making use of this priority encoders. It is nothing but a logic circuit which responds to just one input in accordance with some priority system among all those that may simultaneously high. Okay, so among all the input combination which becomes high, it selects only one input in accordance to some priority. The most common priority system is based on the relative magnitudes of the inputs. Whichever decimal input is the largest is the one that is encoded. Okay, that is if 2 or more inputs are equal to 1 at the same time, the input in the highest numbered position will take precedence. The input in the highest numbered position will have high priority. Now let's discuss about a 4-input priority encoder which consists of 4 inputs, namely Y3, Y2, Y1 and Y0 with 2 inputs, namely A1 and A0. So among these 4 inputs, Y3 is having the highest priority and Y0 is having the lowest priority. If more than one input is if one input is 1 at the same time, the output will be the code corresponding to the input which is having the higher priority. That is, if y3 and y1 is equal to 1 at the same time, then the y3 is having the higher priority. So the input corresponding to the y3 will be considered. Okay, now let's look into the truth table for this 4-input priority encoder. So for the condition 0, 0, 0, 0, the output value will be don't care. if y0 is equal to 1 and all the other higher priority inputs are 0, then it represents the combination 0 0 combination with a valid input 1. Okay, then if y1 is equal to 1, then the y2 and y3 should be 0, because if y3 or y2 is equal to 1, they are having the higher priority, right? So we need to have 0 for y3 as well as y2. Okay, when y1 is equal to 1, whatever be the y0 value, it is a don't care condition. We are not minding that y0 value, because y1 is having the higher priority compared to the y0. Okay, so when y1 is equal to 1 and y2 is equal to y3 is equal to 0, then it represents the 0 1 combination. Okay, when y2 is equal to 1, y3 should be 0. Whatever be the y1 and y0 value, it is don't care. Okay, so for that combination, the a1 is equal to 1 and a0 is equal to 0. Then when y3 is equal to 1, whatever be the input values in y2, y1 and y0, we don't care. So for the combination 1 x x x, a1 and a0 will be having the 1 value. Okay, so this v represents the valid output. Okay, so we can have the value as y0 plus y1 plus y2 plus y3. Okay, similarly for the output line a1, the equation is y2 plus y3. For the output line a0, a0 is active high when y3 is equal to 1 or y2 is equal to 0 and y1 is equal to 1. Okay, so the equation is y3 plus y2 complement into y1. Okay, so a0 is equal to y3 plus y2 complement into y1. We can make use of this K-map for finding out the simplified version. Okay, so now a1 is equal to y3 plus y2, a0 is equal to y3 plus y2 complement into y1, v is equal to y0 plus y1 plus y2 plus y3. So now we know the Boolean expression for all the three outputs. Now let's draw the corresponding logic diagram. Logic diagram can be drawn with the help of three OR gates. Okay, so the first OR gate represents the A1 output line A1 y3 plus y2. Then the second OR gate represents the output A0 y3 plus y2 complement into y1. The third OR gate represents the V value y3 plus y2 plus y1 plus y0. So this is the case of 4 input priority encoder logic circuit. So in this video, we discussed about the various types of decoders and encoder circuits. Thank you.